And we're not going to fix it as long as the Republican Party is held hostage by corporate interests. Corporate interests who already hate them. They already hate you. Disney already hated Ron DeSantis and every Republican.
No, they didn't. They donated to the Republican. Let's see what's going on over here. DeSantis took $100,000 of woke cash from Disney before feuding with the company. Will he give it back? Good question, Matt. Will he? Is he going to give the cash back? All right, let's talk about Florida for 2 seconds. Because Ron DeSantis sucks, and he's running for president, and he's going to be destroyed by communist MAGA.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman as we look at the sweeping anti-immigrant crackdown in Florida, led by the Republican Governor Ron DeSantis, expected this week to announce his candidacy for the 2024 presidential race. The American Civil Liberties Union Monday filed a lawsuit against Florida over a new property law signed by DeSantis that restricts immigrants from buying homes in the state if they're born in China, and also targets those from Cuba, Venezuela, Syria, Iran.
You can do that? You can just be like, you know who I don't like? The Chinese. I don't want them buying homes in my neighborhoods. Yep. Well, sir, that's incredibly racist for you to say that. Yeah, it might be, because I'm racist. So I'm going to do that thing, and I'm going to make it into law. Yeah.
On Russia and North Korea. The ACLU says the new law, quote, harkens back to the anti-Asian land laws of the past century. Those laws violated the fundamental right to equal protection, just like Florida's does. The legislation takes effect July 1st, along with another anti-immigrant law that LULAC, that's the League of United Latin American Citizens, has called
Where America, we've been
hostile
doing that for
and
years,
dangerous,
true.
and prompted it to issue a travel advisory for the state, along with the NAACP. The law bans people who are undocumented from using driver's licenses issued in other states and prohibits state ID cards to be issued to them. It requires hospitals that accept Medicaid to ask about people's citizenship status during intake, which could stop undocumented.
By the way, Ron's doing all this. He's ramping all this fucked up shit. He's doing this towards both immigrants and the LGBTQ plus community. It's all fucking right before his presidential run. So this is what he thinks voters are going to be excited for. This is what he thinks, like, oh shit, this is what America wants. Yeah. If I'm going to defeat that Donald Trump who's calling me a pedophile, right now, this is the only way. I got to be more horrible. Out-Trump Trump.
Community members from seeking medical care. It also expands requirements for employers to use the federal E-Verify system to check the immigration status of their workers. Immigrant farm workers and others have walked off the job in protest of the new law.
It
is very sad and unfortunate. They called us today because the painters and the people who do the cement all went to work in another state.
In other videos on social media, truck drivers are calling for boycotts of Florida over its new anti-immigrant law.
I don't know about you guys, but my truck will not be going to Florida at all. If we all came together as one community for Rogel Aguilera when he was facing injustice, I'm pretty sure we can all come together as a Latino community and boycott Florida as a whole. Because what they're doing to our brothers and sisters out there is not fair.
For more, we're joined by two guests. In Florida, Andrea Reyes is an immigration attorney based in Jacksonville. She's featured in the new piece by Geraldo Cadava for the New Yorker magazine, headlined Florida's Right Turn on Immigration. Cadava is a professor of history and Latino studies at Northwestern University, author of The Hispanic Republican, The Shaping of an American Political Identity from Nixon to Trump. We welcome you both to Democracy Now! Andrea Reyes, I want to begin with you in Jacksonville, and thank you both so much for joining us. If you can talk about exactly what this new law lays out, including someone can be arrested for driving an undocumented migrant across state lines?
Yes, thank you for having me. So SB 1718 has been the harshest immigration bill that we have seen, harsher than the series of immigration bills that we saw back in 2010, 2011 with the Arizona bill under Jan Brewer. But what it originally was designed to do was actually a lot more draconian than what the final bill ended up being. And that's what's created a lot of fear and havoc in our immigrant communities.
Causing more jobs in Disney.
On a state and local.
I saw, like, Matt Walsh is doing this whole thing right now. If you haven't seen it, hold on. He calls someone out by name, but it's a secret. Yeah, right here. This conservative sided with Disney.
All right, we have yet another GOP presidential hopeful, speaking of embarrassing, taking Disney's side against Ron DeSantis. And this time it's Mike Pence unfortunately.
Oh, so fast. You know what? I appreciate that. I get a lot of clickbait. You know, Ben Shapiro sometimes it's like, learn why woke ideology has turned penises into vaginas. And you're like, ooh, I want to know. And then you click on it. And then it's like 6 minutes later, nothing. Then an ad, and then more ads, and then nothing. You never get to see it. But that was fast. So Mike Pence, the great betrayer.
Let's listen to that.
I just don't
Okay, hold on. We got to slow this down. I want to see the betrayal in real time.
believe it's in the interest of the people of any state for a government to essentially go after a business that they disagreed with on a political issue. I disagree with Florida moving against Walt Disney. I disagree with California moving against Walgreens because they're going to obey the law about abortifacients in some 20 states, so they're going to cancel a $120 million project. Look, at the end of the day, the business of America is business, and I'm not terribly surprised to see
Oh, get him, Matt. Get him. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Disney canceling $1 billion contract. That's only going to harm people in the Orlando and Florida area, and it's one more reason why, well, as a limited government conservative, I've said for months now that I think both sides ought to stand down, take the victory for parents' rights in the legislature, and move on.
Pathetic. And
Pathetic.
And this is now, so we got Mike Pence, Nikki Haley, I believe Vivek Ramaswamy, and of course Donald Trump have all taken the side of Disney, the Disney groomers, against Ron DeSantis.
Hey, so many great things are happening right now, okay? And rainbow washing, for the first time in a long time, is protecting the queer community in ways the corporations never planned or intended. And now they're in that awkward position because guess what? In a couple days, it's going to be Pride. Oh, yeah. And you're going to expect it to get real gay with it. Real gay with it this year. Oh, yeah, because this year there's stakes. Yeah, you don't just get to have the logos and the flags. Look at that. It's the trans pride flag colors. It's cool. It's cool. But hey, now there's stakes. Now there's a bunch of radicalized Christian nationalists, Christian fascists who are really, really mad. And you know who they're mad at? The groomers. And they've been told the groomers, well, they have a bunch of symbols, you know, the LGBTQ plus. And they're going to call in bomb threats and death threats. And they're going to be horrifying, horrible fascists. Because they are. They're fascists. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to take a proud stand? Are you going to continue like you have every other year? Will you risk the company's brand or image if things get hard? Now, of all times.
You know, we hear from Mike Pence that it's going to harm the people of Florida if Disney isn't there. If we don't capitulate to
Thank
Disney
you. I appreciate it.
and allow them to sexualize our kids, it's going to harm the people of Florida. Well, how
What?
does it harm the people of Florida? How does it harm children all across the country to have Disney sexualizing children?
Okay, so this was totally fine. Let's get to the shot. Disgusting. Disney, disgusting. Okay, we were all indoctrinated. I saw this in theaters. In the movie theater. What were you doing here? What the fuck is this shit? Huh? The lick after the post licks and everything. Holy fuck, Disney. The fuck is wrong with you? But now things have gone too far.
And supporting things like, you know, the castration and mutilation of kids.
Disney said
and
that.
supporting things like
Mickey Mouse
pornographic
said
content in elementary schools, which is
Was
where
that
this all
goofy?
began. Yeah, because that's what Florida was trying to get rid of in elementary schools, and
okay.
Disney came out against them.
Okay.
On that.
Really?
Using.
So when did that happen? So like at a certain point, you know, the Florida Education Board was like, hey, by the way, we don't want groomers anymore in the schools. And you're like, oh, really? And then Disney's like, no. We're going to allow the groomers. So saith Disney.
all of their enormous wealth and power and influence to support, again, the sexualization, corruption, abuse, and mutilation of kids.
Wow. Pretty extreme, by the way. The language that's being used. This is what Disney's doing right now. Disney is like family magic, has been for a long time. And now just because the family magic encompasses more people than just heteronormative, cis, straight relationships.
So is that, what's a bigger harm, Mike? What's more harmful to the country? To have Disney engaging in this kind of behavior and attacking children, or for there to be some kind of consequence for that, to actually push back against it. Did you know that our friends at Genucell have upgraded?
Oh, smooth. Oh, it's still going.
You know, if there's a lot of money and a lot of jobs to be found in the business of sexualizing kids, well, that's a problem that needs to be fixed. And we're not going to fix it as long as the Republican Party is held hostage by corporate interests. Corporate interests who already hate them. They already hate you. Disney already hated Ron DeSantis and every Republican.
No, they didn't. They donated to the Republicans. Disney used to. All right. Maybe I remember that. Let's see what's going on over here. DeSantis took $100,000 of woke cash from Disney before feuding with the company. Will he give it back? Good question, Matt. Will he? Is he going to give the cash back? DeSantis' political committee received 3 contributions from Disney, totaling $100,000 and $6,809 in-kind contribution for food and beverage. Disgusting. Woke syrup. Sold from the tea to the mouse. Likely catering for a fundraiser or some other campaign event. Disney gave DeSantis $50,000 in 2019. All woke dollars, by the way. And $50,000 in 2021. 2 separate $50,000 donations. Disgusting.
They hate you, Mike Pence.
Yeah, gay coins. All the gay coins.
And they're working against you and everything that you say you believe. So,
and the game.
You come out and defend them, and what do you get in exchange for that? You don't even get anything for it. I mean, at least if I thought that by Pence and Haley and the rest of them coming out and defending Disney, that Disney, it's just because Disney's going to donate to their campaigns or something, that would make it okay. But at least on a self-serving level, I could understand it. It would still be pathetic and cowardly. But then you kind of know why they're doing it. Oh, well, you're selling out for the money. Well, okay. Yeah, a billion other people have done that.
Okay, so here's what Disney was before. When Matt Walsh was like, this is fine for kids, by the way. This is just family entertainment for children.
I'm Yow, king of the rock. And there's nothing you girls can do about it. Ow!
Oh, hi, Bo. Hi.
Matt Walsh is fine with this.
Thank you, Woody, for saving my
Matt Walsh is into this.
Hey, it was nothing.
What do you say I get someone else to watch the sheep tonight?
Hell yeah.
You know what that means.
Hey, cutie! Wanna pollinate with a real bug?
Foot size doesn't matter.
Proposition. Penis size discussions.
Well, where did they all come from?
Oh, Pongo, you old rascal.
Oedipus thing?
Where did they all come from? The word come is even being used.
Man, I thought I had problems.
Degenerate. Bill. Disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, no.
Everyone in politics does it. Doesn't make it okay. But in this case, it's all the more pitiful because that's not going to happen. You're not going to benefit from it directly. They are not going to return the favor. Okay, so these woke corporate interests that you are slavishly kowtowing to, they are not going to.
I love the right-wing war on corporations. They have to be woke corporations by their definition, but yes, awesome. keep going after them, please. Just smash into each other in the middle of the street. Full tilt. Just like accelerate as soon as you see each other. Gotta go fast. And then boom, all over the place. Amazing. Slavishly.
Return the favor. Disney's not going to come out and defend Mike Pence. That ain't going to happen.
No.
So you might as well go to war with them. You might as well push back. You literally have nothing to lose.
Hell yes. Light the banners.
That's the thing conservatives need to understand. It's like
battle.
We have nothing to lose in actually fighting back against corporate wokeism.
A real problem that you should be worried about. Yes. Protect your family.
Yeah, we're gonna anger the corporations. They're not gonna like us. That's already the case. They already hate us. Target, okay, is doing business with an apparel company that sells satanic merchandise.
Oh my God.
They hate us already. That'll do it for this portion of the show. Let's move over to the members block.
So he wants women, right-wing women, to go after Target. Now, why Target, you say? Well, because I think he assumes women should clothe and bathe him. Yes, women need to get in the fight. Some of them have, but not nearly enough. It's time to get serious. There's only so much men can do to defend womanhood. You need to step up. The Bud Light boycott was so successful because men are the primary customers, and we made it socially unacceptable for other men to drink it. Women must do the same thing to Target, now by telling friends they won't shop there because Target pushed trans products onto little kids. It's up to conservative women to make Target boycotts work. If you guys mobilize, you could crush Target. It's up to you. And please pick up underwear for me on the way home. Yes. Some soap. Little soap would be nice, and a sponge to wash me, because I'm quite filthy. That's so weird. It's so strange. I feel like the right's attack on corporations is one of the most clear signs of fascism, like it's abandoning the old notion of free markets and existing authoritarianism to corporations instead of just citizens. Well, to be fair, fascism actually saves capitalism. It's the final stage. That's one of the reasons why there's usually a hard decision everyone has to make.
I like it. All right, Drew?
Well, this is a trick question because I have not done anything around the house for 40 years. I've been a completely useless. But it's clear that if I had to choose, it would have to be dishes because she was just out of town for a month and I actually called her up and said, how do you do laundry? So I think dishes is the only thing I know how to do.
All right, to the answers. Ben, you answered dishes. Mrs. Shapiro said, I'm not sure Ben knows how to do laundry, so I'll go with the dishes, which he does quite often, and she threw in a little thanks, hun. Matt, you answered, I hate them both, but dishes. Your wife said dishes, and she also threw in, he doesn't know how to do the laundry. Again, being thrown under the bus. True. Michael, you answered dishes. Your wife said neither, but if there was a gun to his head, he would choose dishes. And Drew, finally.
This sounds like shit, honestly. Like, if you're a right-wing young man and you have trouble meeting women, could be because the proposition sounds like shit. Like, who the fuck wants to be married to this? Well, you can clean me your entire life. Well, what do I get? Oh, the ability to clean me. Yeah, to clean my body and to wash me because I can't wash myself. I'm a fucking man-child.
You answered, I don't do anything but the dishes if I had to. And your wife put, again in all caps here, very forceful answer, since he doesn't know how to do laundry, as we learned when I was out of town for several weeks.
Like, oh, why do these relationships keep failing? Oh, whoa, it's so wild. Why are there so many divorces on the right, high-profile divorces happening? Oh, this whole philosophy kind of just fucking sucks.
I'm guessing it's the dishes.
It's wild. Wild, I say. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, We shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel Kay, Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demmel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Cady, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tao, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojack, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.